and gentlemen, and welcome to the New Year's edition of Wired News. I can't believe this is our third episode of the show, and tonight we have a very special episode for you guys. This episode is going to be ranging from 45 minutes to a full hour of non-stop interviews with your favorite animators, and I will be anchoring the show. And I would really I think you guys are going to really enjoy this episode, so stay tuned, and we will have interviews with Killer SVR08, Brian, aka EEW, and Royce, aka Zach, that's what he goes by on WFix, and the animated legend, I could even say, pioneer. He is MBG1211, and we will have all four of these interviews tonight. So stay tuned because we will be back. Okay, I'm here with an interview with Adam Lofthouse TV, and I have 6 questions for him. And the first one is, what got you into animating?
Got me into animating, well, a couple of months ago, I think it was in April, can't remember. My little sister was rooting around my drawers and she found all my old wrestling figures, which I hadn't used for months, or maybe years, I don't know. And I started playing with them, and I started doing videos of me playing with them. And I started doing little pic-fed small little pictures of them moving, and before I know it, I was doing stop motion.
The second one is, what inspired you to animate?
My inspiration for stop motion was probably WWE Steve 07. One day I just lied in bed, I watched some of his videos, just thought to myself, these are incredible. And then since then I've just been really wanting to make animations as good as his.
Third one is, what are your future plans for your animations?
My future plans for animating, well, I want to create my own little wrestling show, like SCW and all that. And I also want to upload a lot more regularly with better and unrushed videos, because sometimes I spend 10 minutes in animation, it didn't really turn out that good.
The fourth one is, why do you animate?
I animate because, well, it's very enjoyable, and I like the reaction and the comments and what everyone says about my videos. Sometimes people say, oh, they're rubbish. Sometimes people say these are amazing. Sometimes people just give me tips and all that. And it's very good. I like it.
The fifth one is, what is the main strategy and or technique you use when animating? And
well, my main strategy to animate is that, well, I use blue tack to keep the figures still and onto the ring and all, and the wood, whatever I use. So it turns out a lot better and not chopping. It's really smooth and very good. I also use string, obviously. It keeps the figure in air. I also take my time, because a long time ago I spent 5 minutes on a massive match, and they turned out like absolute crap. And now I spend an hour on a move, and they turn out quite good.
This question is the question I ask everybody, and that is there anything else you would like to say?
Is there anything else I'd like to say? Yes, actually, yes there is. If you're new to animating and you've just started out and you're not that good and you think to yourself, oh, I want to quit, I've got 3 words for you. Never give up, because, well, if you keep practicing and keep trying, you will one day be very good. Really good.
Thank you, and stay tuned because we will be back. Welcome back. I am here with the second interview of the night, and that is with Zach. His first real name, is Royce. Great animator. I think he's really coming up the ranks, and he's gotten a lot better. My first question for Zach is, what ideas do you want to bring to life?
Before answering this question, I would like to say thank you for having me on this show, man. It's been a great show, and I love this show since the pilot episode. I hope you enjoy this interview. And to answer your question, well, to be honest, I don't really have any ideas to bring to life, but one thing for sure is that I'll animate a lot more before I do more matches and pay-per-views like that.
My second question for you is, do you want to go after the WFIGS World Championship right now?
Well, a lot of people have asked me this before, but my answer is still gonna be the same. No, I'm not gonna go for the World Heavyweight Champion. I will only go after the World Heavyweight Champion once I got better and improve a lot more.
My third question for you is, do you have any plans to make a Fed?
Yeah, the script is going great, and I hope the match gonna go great too. I'm going to start animating the match on January, and the whole thing will be posted around end of January, so look out for that.
My fourth question is, what do you think is the best part of animating?
To me, the best part of animating is to learn more about different things and try out something new, and also you can do something when you're bored. And that is also the reason why animating has been so far a big part of my life.
Is there anything else you would like to say?
Subscribe to one and only Zach on YouTube. Like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to WiredNewsNetwork. And I hope you enjoyed this interview. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you. We will be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am here with the one and only EEW Brian Interview. And I have 7 questions for him. And the first one is, why aren't you animating as much anymore?
I'm not animating as much because school has come up and makes me tired, and then I get lazy, and I don't like to do stuff when I'm lazy. And I don't know, I haven't been getting the same results or the same feeling that I get when I animate. Like, it feels kind of like, why are you doing this? You're not having fun, and the results are getting worse. Like, I'm past my prime now. I'm trying to get better, but I'm past my prime. I'm just not feeling it as much.
The second question is, what is in your animating future?
In my animating future, competition-wise, probably to win a title or a match that has great value. Maybe to upload more to YouTube, at least 2 times a week. I'm uploading like once a month, and I don't accept that. It's just not right, because I should be uploading a lot more. So to win a title or upload more, probably both would be nice.
The third question is, what do you want to be remembered for once you permanently retire from animating?
When I'm done animating, I want to be remembered for having CM Punk in every animation I do, and the classic blue background. It's made me famous, and people have remembered me for that. I just think it's kind of funny. But if I accomplish something bigger in the future, like winning the World Heavyweight Championship or win a Royal Rumble, I would probably want to be remembered more for that than having the blue background and stuff. So if I can do something better, which I probably won't end up doing.
My fourth question for you is, could you describe your animation set?
I can't really explain my stage. It's kind of hard to explain, but I can show you actually. Let me turn my lamp on. I guess you could say it's a bunch of scaffolds and tape and green screen, a walkway that's almost as big as this Batman wheel that shouldn't be here. My arena's really messy right now. And a black ring with blue and black duct tape and black and red ropes. I guess you could say that's my arena. It's nothing too fancy compared to what I used to have back in the day, back in the good old days, which was like 2 years ago. So yeah, that's kind of what my arena looks like.
My fifth question is, are you interested in WWE animation anymore?
I'm still interested in it, just not as much as I used to be, because I used to always look forward to going home so I could animate, or just kind of waking up and knowing that you're gonna animate and it's gonna be fun. But now it's kind of like you're gonna animate or you're not, and 9 times out of 10 I'm not animating. I'm kind of getting sick of it, but I'm gonna stick with it for a while. I'm getting more into superheroes and wrestling. I'm trying to animate with DC Universe action figures. I got this one today for my birthday. It's pretty cool. But yeah, try and animate with the DC Universe action figures. I would try Marvel animating, but I would need 6 to 7 inch figures instead of the 3.75 figures, because they're too light and they're just hard to work with. If you've ever worked with them, you kind of get what I mean. But yeah, more superhero animations and possibly some Assassin's Creed animations. Yeah, just look forward to that in the future, possibly.
My sixth question is, will you end up back in the WFix championship scene?
Most likely, no. I can't win contenders. I've been cursed. I just can't win it. Whether I was a beginner or I'm mid-carder now, some say, but I just can't win contenders. It's just something I can't do. I've never done it, and I've never been able to do it.
The seventh question is the question I ask everybody who comes onto my show, and that would be, is there anything else you would like to say?
Yes, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Brian Freaky Freak, and look forward to new animations coming soon, possibly. And thank you, Ben, for having me on your show. It was fun filming this, even though I messed up a ton of times. But yeah, thank you for having me on here.
Thank you, Brian. We will be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ben Payton, and I would like to introduce you to the feature interview of tonight. And MEG 1211, that's our guest for this feature interview, and I'd like to say he's one of the more, well-respected kind of animators that have been around for years, and I think he's kind of one of the original ones. My first question for you, Matt, is have you been playing out a new CCW match and or show?
Matt Goldberg here, aka MBG 1211. First of all, I just want to say thank you to Ben for having me on Wired News. It's a pretty cool opportunity. I'm really glad to be a part of this awesome growing project, and I'm really enjoying seeing all the other new animators and stuff that are appearing on it too. It's a pretty cool thing. Have I been planning out any new matches / shows for CCW? Yes, actually over the past few months, since I have been absent for a while, which is because I've been away at college in Florida, which is actually 1,211 miles from my house, which is pretty weird. That's how you know it's destiny. I was meant to go to that school 1211 miles. But yeah, while I've been away at school, I've been planning new episodes. My ideas have been running, and I've been running with them at the time. And I don't know, I've been trying to come up with some clever stuff that I haven't done before, really. And actually, the biggest thing I decided was to cut the newer idea I had and just go back to how CCW was when it started, where it was just one show with a bunch of guys and storylines and stuff, because that was the most fun and everybody enjoyed it most, and I don't want to keep changing it because obviously it was best the way it was. So yes, you can look forward to some new stuff. I should have a new one out in the first week or two of 2012 before I go back to school again till the spring. So I should have at least one new video for you guys.
My second question is, what can we expect from you and your animating future?
What can you expect from me and my animating future? Well, I'd like to keep doing CCW as much as I can. I mean, it's a lot harder because I am at college. I was thinking of doing a Batman type thing to try something different. I thought that'd be pretty cool to do. And I don't know, other little side projects and stuff. I mean, I'm supposed to be doing an animation project with my professor at school with DC and Marvel characters, so that should be pretty cool. If we ever do that, which I believe we will this semester, I'll probably share it with you guys on YouTube if it's okay with him, but we're going to try some new animation techniques and stuff, so I'm really looking forward to that. Otherwise, just videos for Jax and stuff for TNA that I'm doing that hopefully you'll see, like they said, you guys will eventually, so just waiting to hear about that. But otherwise, that's about it, pretty much.
My third question for you is, are you intending on stopping CCW at any point in the near future?
Am I intending on stopping CCW at any point? Yeah, I mean, the answer is yes. I mean, I'm not going to do this my whole life. Obviously, I'm getting older, and it's a lot more challenging to get stuff out, as you've noticed, because I'm just busy with other projects, or I don't have the motivation like I did years ago. When I started, do I want to stop it? No, but to be realistic, it's going to end eventually, and probably within the next few years, I'd say, because I just won't be able to keep up with it anymore, and I don't want to keep you guys waiting and stuff and just letting you down in the long run. It's not fair to you guys, and it's not fair on my part either. So yeah.
My fourth question is, do you have other projects planned besides CCW?
Do I have any other projects planned besides CCW? Well, like I was saying, I was thinking of doing a Batman thing, although I don't know how I would do it because I don't have a miniature city or anything to do it with. Today I was actually brainstorming an idea of having something with Joker, because, you know, he's all kooky and whatnot, and gonna have something where they would be toys like they are, so Batman would be in this whole toy environment where they're all miniaturized, and he'd have to fight Joker and all the other villains and stuff I have, but it's just an idea. I mean, it's nothing right now, so don't get your hopes up. Otherwise, just that project with my professor is another cool thing. I mean, if I really enjoy doing that, which I'm hoping I will. Maybe you'll see more things similar to that in the future. But at this point, I don't know. As for live action stuff, that's what I'm starting to get into more. One of my friends from home here he's trying to be a rapper, so he wants me to do a music video with him. So I'm going to be working on that in the next few weeks or so. And then just my film I did at school with the Pope, which you guys could see a clip of that from my film reel video. You won't see that movie on YouTube, though. It's going to the Cannes Film Festival, which is one of the largest film festivals in the world in France this May. And that's where all the celebrities and directors and stuff are, so I'm really excited about that. So we'll see if anything comes of that. But otherwise, I'll probably do another short film for the Campus Movie Fest, like my Call on Me one, which you guys seem to enjoy, so something to that extent. Otherwise, I don't really know any other projects at this time, but I'm working on stuff with my friends at school and professors and stuff. So if there's anything cool, I'll share it with you if I can.
The fifth question is, what is your favorite part of animating?
What's my favorite part of animating? Well, I don't know if I'd say I like the animating part because it is so tedious and it could be aggravating and it's so time consuming, but like editing it and seeing what it comes out to be in the end is what I enjoy most, because it's seeing your creation come to life, and it's just so cool to see all this hard work, like hours of work that you put into it. Like you can see my setup here, like you just put hours and hours into the stuff and then you edit it all together, and it's like, wow, that's pretty sweet. After I spent like 50 kajillion hours working on it, but it's worth it in the end. That's probably one of my favorite parts. And my other favorite part would be people's reactions to stuff. Like when people like my animation, like they think it's awesome or it inspires them. I mean, that's what really hits home for me, is seeing how people react to my work. Because if people didn't react positively to my work, then I wouldn't be doing it. So you guys really make it my favorite part of all. So thank you for all the support.
My sixth question is, how is college going for you?
How's college been going for me? College is great. It's actually a lot of fun, and it's not too hard. I mean, I'm a film major, so I'm doing this kind of stuff as my career. So it's really a lot of fun. I'm learning new techniques. Like this past semester, I learned how to write scripts and stuff, which helps me just brainstorm ideas for this stuff, for my live action things and stuff. And this upcoming semester, I'm going to be learning After Effects, so I could learn all these cool special effects and stuff to do. And not so much wrestling. I mean, wrestling, I guess, for like the pyro and stuff, but otherwise it wouldn't really be used for that. But like for my superhero stuff, that will be with special effects if I ever do it. But college is good. Being a film student's a blast. My professors are really cool. They got connections to people in the film industry, so I'm very fortunate for that. And then also at college, I've been interning at TNA for the past 2 years or so, and that's been a lot of fun, definitely an experience in itself. So I'm very thankful for that opportunity as well. So college is good. Can't complain.
And my seventh question is, what tips would you give to animators who are trying to get noticed?
What tips would I give to animators trying to get noticed? Well, a lot of people come to me for this every now and then, like, oh my god, you get so popular. And to be honest, there really isn't an answer for it. I mean, it's just, I think my work was done sort of at the right place at the right time, sort of thing, where wrestling animation was pretty quiet in terms of like having your own feds and stuff like CCW and whatnot. And I don't know, I just put my work out and people loved it, so I just kept doing it. And then the best way I think it came about was people telling their friends who told their friends, and so on. I mean, I know I used to spam when I first started other wrestling videos, like, hey, check this out, and stuff, but honestly, I think that helped because it got it out there where other people will see it that may not normally see it. And then it just traveled by word of mouth, and I'm grateful for it. But if I could pinpoint what to do to get noticed, would be to be positive to your fans, interact with them. I make an effort to interact with everybody as much as I can, whether it's on Facebook, on YouTube, Twitter, whatever, anything like that. Also, you want to have Twitters and Facebooks and things like that to promote your work so other people do see it who may not normally see it. You don't want to be a pain in the ass, pardon my French, but you want to get your work out there enough so people see it. So stay strong, don't discourage yourself if things aren't working out right away. I mean, you can't expect to go from like 0 subscribers to 9,000 like me in a month or so. It takes years, sometimes months, it depends. It's really up to you, and if you're motivated, you could do it. Just stay positive and work hard and get your stuff out there, and people will find it. If it's meant to be, it will happen.
My 8th question for you is, what do you believe got CCW to the top of animation feds, in people's minds?
What do I believe got CCW to the top of animation feds? Well, that goes kind of with what I was saying, that it was kind of right place at the right time sort of thing. It was one of the first feds that I remember. And it just kicked off. I mean, my animation was but I mean, that's when I first started and people loved it. And it took me by surprise. I mean, I didn't expect it to be anywhere near it is today. But people like it. I mean, people want the wallpapers I make. They want shirts and stuff. And they ask me questions all the time. And like, I never ever imagined getting to this point. And I'm very grateful for all you guys supporting it to make CCW what it is today, because it wouldn't be where it is without you, and nor would I still be doing it if it weren't for you guys. So I do my best with what I can. Just a lot of support and stuff got it where it is. And I think being positive with my followers and stuff also helps a great deal, because people do ask questions, and if you ignore them, it hurts. I mean, that's one thing I learned when I first got started too, is that if you respond to your followers, they'll be grateful because you're creating that relationship with them. And if you ignore them, it hurts them, and they may be turned off to you because they may think you're a jerk or something. You don't want that. You want a good reputation in order to get where you are, and always stay positive. You don't want to burn bridges with people unless they really, I guess, grind your gears sort of thing. But stay positive and don't let trolls and stuff on the internet get to you.
And my 9th question is, what inspired you to create CCW?
What inspired me to create CCW? Well, Jesus, probably 2006 or so, I think. I don't know, I was on YouTube just searching for stop motion. I came across wrestling animation by, I'm sure you guys know the old animator Okanio. He never kept any of his videos up, unfortunately, but he inspired me greatly, and I'm like, wow, I have wrestling figures, obviously. That's just a little bit. But I'm like, wow, I have so many of those, I should try wrestling. And I wrote to him, and unfortunately he never wrote me back, which inspired me to make sure I wrote back to people all the time, which I still do. But yeah, I just started trying it. Like the entrances, you could see like John Cena's entrance, Kane's entrance, I think RVD's entrance, I don't remember. Those are my first attempts at entrances and stuff. And people like those, so then I actually tried moves. And they came out pretty well. I mean, well enough that people liked watching it, so then I just continued doing it. And how did I come up with the name, though? I don't know, it just kind of clicked in my head. Like, I thought Crash Collision Wrestling sounded pretty cool. And that's actually one of the best decisions I think I ever made with my life, because it got me noticed by Eric Bischoff years later, which got me my opportunity at TNA now. So I'm very grateful for that, and just fate, I guess, that I named my show CCW, and then Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan had their Celebrity Championship Wrestling, and that's how that whole thing got started. So it's pretty crazy what YouTube could do. But yeah, I mean, just being a longtime wrestling fan and wrestling figure collector and stuff inspired me to try wrestling animation. Now that's my main focus.
My 10th question is, why did you get into stop motion animation?
Why did I get into stop motion animation? In 5th grade, I was in this club, this after school club. I think it's called Tech Club or something, and it's where you learn to do movies and whatnot. And I'm like, oh, this sounds kind of fun. And one day we learned stop motion, and they said you could use clay or toys, and I'm like, I could use toys. So then I did some stuff at school. Unfortunately, I don't think I still have my very, very, very first video I did. But I got really excited that you could use toys, so I started to do it at home just for fun, and I'd show my friends or my neighbors or my family and stuff. And my mom and dad would always say, oh, it's great. And if I watch it now, it's garbage compared to my stuff today. But everybody starts somewhere. But then my cousin's boss recommended that I put my stuff on YouTube to see how people like it, and that was like the best thing I ever did, because people love it. And like 130 videos later, I'm still here doing it. So it's really been a great life experience, and I'm really glad that I've been a part of YouTube, and that you guys have been supporting me in my work all these years and helping me get these great achievements that I never imagined I would get before. So thank you.
My 11th question is, will the fans witness a new revolutionized CCW when you return?
Will the fans witness a new revolutionized CCW when I return? It's definitely new. Revolutionized, I guess. I mean, it's a revolutionized version of the very beginning of CCW, even though it's continuing kind of where CCW left off, even though it's on new storylines, but it's going to be episode 3, as if it was the next episode. I mean, the animations will be a lot smoother than it was in the past. You'll see more superstars from both TNA and WWE and Legends and stuff than you did in the past. But yeah, I mean, it's not going to be a whole lot different, because I don't want to change it too much from what it was, because that's what you guys love the most. And I don't want to ruin that, but you'll like it, I hope. I mean, if you don't, you don't, but I think you will.
And the 12th question is the last question of the night, and the question I ask everybody, and that is there anything else you would like to say?
Is there anything else I want to say? Yeah, I mean, I'll probably do a news update video soon, but I might as well tell you guys here. Obviously, the Hell in a Cell is no longer there. I decided to can that because at the time I was doing it, I just was losing motivation. My heart wasn't in the match anymore, and I didn't really know where it was going. Plus, I was leaving for college again, and I just said, like, to hell with it. So, while I was at school the past few months, I was coming up with ideas for this, taking audio and making scenarios out of the audio that I could then turn into animation to go with it. Stuff like that. So you won't be seeing the Hell in a Cell with Biss and Undertaker anytime soon. I'm sorry to get your hopes up and then knock them down again. Maybe I'll do a Hell in a Cell in the future, but I figured right now I should really just get CCW going how it was when people enjoyed it most and keep you guys interested for when I come back in the summer for a longer amount of time where I could get more stuff done. But also, check out the CCW website for a lot of news regarding a backstory for this upcoming episode. Along with check out the CCW shop where there's t-shirts, mugs, hats, posters, I don't know, sweatshirts, and all kinds of stuff. And if you think it's expensive, I did my best to lower the prices as much as the website I use would let me. So it's as low as it goes. I don't make any profit from it. I just want you guys to have stuff because I know people have asked me things over the years. Oh, we want t-shirts and stuff. So I'm like, it's a great opportunity to do it. So check that out too. And lastly, don't forget to check out CCW Insider on YouTube, which is another channel of mine where it's all behind the scenes CCW stuff, like making of episodes, videos, promos, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. And also become a fan of the CCW Facebook page at www.facebook.com/Crash Collision Wrestling, and there you'll get more news updates and stuff that you won't normally see in videos and whatnot, because it's much easier for me to update you guys that way. So please check that out, and keep an eye out for this new video. It's a little sneak peek you got right here. Hopefully within the next week or two. I'm doing my best with it, and I just filmed some more tonight actually, so should be ready soon. But thanks for being patient. Hope to make you guys proud and happy when it comes out. And thanks for supporting me all this time. I look forward to keeping you guys excited and looking forward to more. See ya.
We'll be right back after these following commercials. Thanks for tuning in. I am your host, Ben Payton, and I will see you next week.